Hey, what's up guys, I'm VENZ and welcome back to Automation the Car Company Tycoon game. Today we are building a budget off-roader from the mid-90s because recently I've been traveling around the country and I was in Florida and I saw a few newer Jimnys, a couple older ones that have been imported. You know, I've kind of a soft spot for geo-trackers and anything kind of budget, mid-90s, stuff that people don't really like. So let's get into this. We want this to be cheap, so I'm just going to go with straight up treated steel. It can rust a little bit or whatever, I don't really care. And I think we're going to go for partial, like, we don't have like the semi like truck frame thing here, so we're going to go with partial and just say that's kind of what it is. I guess this would not be body on frame, it's like a RAV4 Geo Tracker body. Now for chassis materials, we're going to go with just normal steel, let it rust out, and now here is our choice. We could be like, oh, it's like rear wheel drive base model or whatever, or we could just go with the front wheel drive base model, you know, all wheel drive option, like a CRV or something like that. So we're going to go with transverse, just going to have like, I guess like maybe a 1.5, 1.8, maybe 2 liter at most, small engine, cheap. And now front suspension, because of our choice here, we can't, how off-roady do we want this to be? Off-road budget? I don't know why it says pony budget right there, but I'm going to go, let's just keep it transverse just for the ease of whatever else. And go with whatever has better off-road stats, so I guess that's McPherson struts. And then for the rear end, we can actually just keep it and go with a Leaf or something, which has the, coil has the best off-road. Okay, cool. So we're going to go with coil rear end, McPherson in the front, and we're going to take one quality away just to keep the cost down just a little bit. I'm learning a little bit. The quality really matters. I'll mess with all the body morphs later. The game updated. I haven't played this much recently, and like game updating, moving all my stuff around. There's superchargers now. Be on the lookout for that video. I know I'm real late to the party on that one. Now I guess first I'm going to be doing the base model, so we're just going to go for normal front wheel drive. And for the engine, I have the Dusty Vulture. Sick. It can be an inline 4. All the new AI build stuff is kind of strange. Cast iron. We're just going to go with normal cast block, 2 liter. We're going to make it a little bit smaller. Let's say it's a 1.6, 1.5. I feel like building a small engine. I don't usually do that. Most of my engines are pretty big. I guess we're just going to go with a normal overhead cam. It's 94. This is like a Toyota-ish Subaru kind of company. I don't know. I haven't built one of these Nendai cars in a long time, so I guess I'm kind of rebranding. 2 valve per cylinder, yeah. Iron Eco. Standard. Eco. Let's just have standard. Just iron. Cast and block. Keep like reliability going, I guess that's my idea. Now for the crank, cast, I'll mess with all this later if I really need to. Hopefully I don't. We're gonna go with some ballast shafts. I think I'm gonna put about 8 pounds on it to start. Not gonna touch any of this quality. I will if I really need to, and if I really need to get some cost out of this thing, I'll lower all that down. And see, there it is. There's a supercharger. Not yet. That's a different video. Supercharged muscle car for like the next generation, because electric Daytona. Oh man. Oh, I'm allergic to what Dodge has become. Oof. OGs have probably saw that one video I posted where I was just driving around ranting about like all that. I deleted it. It was cringe. Anyways, we're gonna go with injection. I'm gonna go with single point EFI single. We're gonna have a lean fuel burn because we want good gas mileage, so we can actually just, you know, sell this vehicle to city people. I'm not gonna mess with any of this yet. I guess the timing can just stay where it is. I don't know what Half-Life symbol equal 1 area. I'm gonna have to ask Philman. Fuel type. Oh, just give me normal gasoline, bro. Just give me like 91, man. Now for intake manifold, we're just gonna put a standard low on there because we don't really need it to be compact. We got whole, like, tiny SUV to put it in. Now for the headers, I'm gonna go with cast mid. Actually, we can just go with cast low. I don't see a difference, but there's difference in flow. And money, $15 or both $15. It does not matter. And then we're just going to go with a freeway cat, reverse flow, and baffled second muffler, piston, power density. You got power density? This thing's making 60 horsepower, bro. Hello? I mean, yeah, I haven't tuned it at all. We got to up this compression quite a bit. I kind of want like 9-to-1. There you go. 9-to-1 compression. Up the RPM limit. I want it to be like 6. There we go. Oh, that's perfect right there, actually. Good torque curve. We'll set the cam profile to 5400. Let's see if we can give it a little bit more fuel. Maybe put the fuel map to 10. What is this? What are you? Okay. Oh, I see. More green. High RPM. Huh? It says you can rev the 6900. There's 900 RPM in between it freaking out and... Okay, whatever. So I switched over to a compact manifold. Did a couple things. I don't know why this is freaking out so much. I guess we're really just gonna have to lower the RPM limit a little bit. This engine's lazy and this thing's gonna be slow. But, look at that. Torque curve, pretty good. I don't know why it idles so high. Let's fix that real fast. Maybe we do have to put some more weight on this and that'll fix all our issues. Because you know, the super high idles in this, like, for automation cars in BeamNG kind of bothers me, man. This thing shouldn't be idling at like 1500, man. Maybe 1000? Maybe 1000. There we go. That's about right. 1009. Sure. I made that a little bit better. I also put one quality into the bottom end just because, you know, this engine would have at least a little bit more money put into it because it's like that would be in other things as well. Alright, so I'm going to go over here into the exhaust side of things because 70 horsepower, technically would work. You know, there's a reliability thing right there, and I guess this thing would be cheap, maybe, and relatively efficient. But I'm going to go right here, try to get a little bit more power out of it by just, you know, it's theoretical here. Automation has done a bunch of updates with, like, velocity and stuff. I'm going to make this exhaust smaller since it has basically complete flow right there. Let's see if the back pressure makes it more power. Yes? Barely, like, at all. Okay, I guess that's just for money. We'll save some money right there. Yeah, we're just gonna have a really slow base model. It's called like GS or something like that, or like Deluxe DE, Deluxe Edition. And the engine's not gonna be called the Dusty Vulture, but I will call it the N-DV for Dusty Vulture, I guess. And then like 16.2, and then the version will be C for compact, because compact manifold, I guess, or C16. I guess this would be like the DV2000. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to make engine designations. There's your engine. There it is. Enjoy it. Love it. Wait, I want to hear it. I want to hear this generic 4-cylinder real fast. What? Did I miss something? Hold on, let me do it again. Alright, yeah. Okay, you get the picture. I'm bored of the automation engine sounds, low-key. I mean, realistically, engines don't really sound that much different to each other. Ooh, manual. I want it to be manual 5-speed just because it's so slow that, you know, ow, I just hit the crap out of my microphone stand. I'm sorry, everyone who heard that. Now, gearing's gonna be pretty low because it's like a air quotes off-roader. First gear is gonna go up to like 25 miles an hour. The spread's gonna be pretty low. Speed limiter, no need. It's only geared to 114. It's not gonna get there. This thing's got like 70 horsepower. So you're not getting there, but it's gonna have a manual locker. Oh my god. It's front wheel drive. This is the base model. It's not getting a manual locker. It's not getting nothing. Nothing to actually off-road. Not in this version. We're just gonna have normal medium compound tires because this one's not going off-road. Like all over the brochure it'll say off-road, off-road. It's not going off-road. It's not doing it. You get steel wheels. I'm taking 2 quality out of that for money saving. 215s? No, more like 195s. Like a Sentra or something. And I gotta offset it just so it looks like not completely horrible. And also 195s even look kind of big on this. Maybe the offset's a little too much. There you go. Now we're gonna have solid disc, 2 pistons in the front, not 11-inch. That's absurd for this shit. And then in the rear, we're just gonna throw on some drums we had in the warehouse. Rear brakes, who cares? We're gonna do like a 60-40. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. 160. That works for me. We're gonna take a couple quality out of the brakes because you don't need to stop when you're off-roading. You're only going like 2.5 miles an hour. So, and we're gonna put an off-road skid tray on this just in case somebody tries to go off-road in the front-wheel drive version of this and like clonks it on a rock or something. I mean, I've done it in like hit my mic stand again. Sorry. I've done it in like a Taurus. So, you know, who knows what other people are doing. Seats. Yep. Free seats in the back. Really? I guess. Maybe you don't really have much storage space. Maybe I can extend it just a tiny bit. And we're just gonna have a standard. Is this budget? Yeah, we're gonna go budget. You're not gonna have a CD. You're gonna have a cassette player in '94. What's up? Now optimize weight. This thing only weighs 2,300 pounds. That's already really light. It only has 70 horsepower. Just to make it a little bit more fun to drive, that costs money. I forgot about that. We're not gonna optimize weight. Or maybe we are. As much as that is. I don't remember what it was. I think it was at 50 originally, so I guess we're just slightly lighter than normal. I'm gonna take 2 quality away from that for money. And then we're just gonna go with hydraulic rack and pinion. We have ABS, basic 90 safety, and our weight distribution does not matter, so I'm not gonna touch it. We're gonna go with just normal springs. All this is really expensive. I'm gonna go with the cheapest stuff. And then we're gonna go with like a utility, slightly off-road one. Start, and then I'm actually gonna just stiffen up the dampers just a teensy little bit, man. Seems about right. Sway bars can use. What are our issues? The tires are wide. I'm just gonna ignore that. Rear brake force is too high, dude. I thought I wasn't gonna be good enough. Okay, oops. I can just make the brakes smaller, so then it's cheaper. Yes, off-road budget. That's what we're doing. Low off-road. Yeah, I know. Not my fault. Okay, the springs seem to need to be stiffer. The brakes are fading. I don't really care. 26 miles a gallon, 65 reliability. I think that's all right. West 6, I think that's good. That means we're allowed to sell it. How many does it sell? Doesn't say anymore, which is kind of sad. 7 grand? Ooh, that's good. I like that. How much does it cost to actually build this guy here? Top speed of 88, dude. Ford Ranger. The brakes suck. Who cares? 2,400 pounds? That's actually really light. That's the only reason I can hit 80. So statistics. $2,600 material costs. So that's like, yeah, like 9 grand. That's under $10,000 car. Sick. Alright, so I will, mess with this a little bit. Design this, and then we'll switch over to doing the actual off-road version, and then a theoretical sporty one. Ooh, no superchargers. That's in a different video. And alright, here it is, the 1994 Nendai Seeker DE. This is the base model with only like 70 horsepower, so it's slow. I threw a really basic interior in here just so it looks good from the pictures. And Daewoo RAV4 with some Mitsubishi in there. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's a little goofy. It's a little strange. It's a little interesting. Anyway, so I'm going to go make the off-road version, and then we're gonna go do the performance version and then hop over in the BeamNG, drive them, see how they do. Alright, so we're gonna be doing the off-road version now. So for the engine, we're just gonna clone the variant here. We're gonna throw the exact same engine back in, but we're gonna make this one slightly larger. Whoa. Instead of being a little tiny 1.5, it's still gonna be a 1.5, but a 1.6 now. I guess this will be the C16-A. Sure, why not? And look, it makes a little bit more horsepower. I guess we could just put a little turbo on there that makes like 6 psi or something like that. Maybe like 580. Let's lower the compression. That looks good. 85 horsepower. We need more fuel. Alright, let's get a little bit more turbulence in here. Or I mean a little bit more exhaust flow. Alright, let me tune this turb ski up a little bit. Alright, there we go. 113 horsepower. Seems pretty good. Got a little turbo on there. Actually, it's not really a little turbo. It's like a pretty normal sized turbo. Pretty big for the engine, actually. Probably should be making a little bit more power, to be honest. And it didn't really hurt our reliability all too much. You know, slapping a turbo on this thing. Let's listen to it now. Just all turbo noise. Oh god, I have to sneeze. Alright, obviously we're going to keep the 5 speed, but we're going to add 2 more mile an hour. A couple more mile an hour to the top speed. Because, you know, it's an off-road vehicle, I guess. So, you know, it doesn't really need any of that. And we're also going to go with chunky all-terrain tires, 195s. We're going to keep the 15s. Make the front wheels bigger, though. Just going to keep the steel wheels. Retain the same brakes. Going to keep that off-road under tray. We're actually going to give it way bigger. There we go. Now we can lift it more. Just like that. That thing's going to flip. Alright, we're doing pretty good in the off-road budget section. Except reliability. I guess slapping a turbo on and not really thinking much about it hurts your reliability. Who would have thought? Anyways, now all I gotta do now is just design this thing and make it look more off-roady. I will be right back. And alright, here it is, the 4x4 version. Whoa, everybody freak out, look at it, it's so crazy cool. Spend more money to buy this one so you can go off-road and tell all your friends, yeah, I go off-road. And you don't have to be lame by driving a Jeep Wrangler. Alright, and I said I was going to make a sport version, and here it is. This is the NRD, which means Nendai Racing Development. I haven't heard that anywhere before. I'm not ripping anybody off. Don't think too hard about it. Engine, very important. The engine's going to be naturally aspirated like 3-liter V6. Where did the engine designer go? There we go. I'm gonna go just cast for now. Cast light, harmonic X balance shafts at like 10 pounds. I'm gonna say 1 into quality there. We're gonna give it VVT. Actually, no, we're gonna give it both. We're gonna give it everything. We're gonna give it VTEC. We're gonna give it NTEC. And the compression's also gonna be pretty high on this. Hopefully like 10 to 5. 2 quality into that. We're not going to touch that yet. Future video. And we're going to go straight to multi-point EFI, twin. Fuel map's going to still be pretty lean because it has to be alright. Timing advance. We're going to advance it by 2. Put 1 into quality. We're just going to have normal gasoline in here. Performance standard. Actually, we're just going to have a standard intake on here. Make it a little bit bigger. And then mid exhaust, we're just gonna have single 2.5 inch freeway cat, reverse flow, and no second muffler. I think this is gonna be our build so far. I'm making like 200 horsepower. I'd like around 250, maybe 275. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that power curve. That's nice. And we got some yellow and stuff. I'm just not gonna worry about it at all. Not gonna worry about it. Our exhaust is slightly restricted, so I might switch over the duals just for that extra little bump in power that I want. That didn't make a difference at all. Yeah, I think that's about it we're going to do with this engine. 220 horsepower, unless I can up the compression and it makes more. It looks like it'll make a little bit more power if we rev it higher, so I kind of want to. There we go, 230 horsepower at 7,000 RPM. That's sick. I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, maybe you mod it a little bit, and this thing is a screamer, let me tell you. Ooh. When that VTEC thing kick open, damn. Let's see if I can make that a little bit better. Let's crack this again. Let's see what happens. I up the VTEC profile. Damn. Wow, that was pretty sick. Modular forward. Let's have a better. Yeah, that's better looking. Cool. Now all I gotta do is make this thing handle better, and also top gear is gonna go like to 160. We're gonna put 6 speed in this as well. Oh, that looks pretty good right there. And oh, it needs a couple quality. put a couple quality into that. I feel like the transmission would be important, something like this. And then we're gonna have it on, do we have it on sports tires? I guess. And then it'll have maybe 16s at most. And we're gonna have alloys this time because we're cool. And they're gonna be 205s once again. Now for brakes, we're just gonna make them bigger, and that's about it. Still drums in the rear. Just gonna ignore that. We're gonna take out the under tray. Okay, I'm messing with suspension here, trying to make it a little bit more sporty. We're putting some money into springs and all that. And there we go. Yeah. Alright, it looks like it's about time to design the sports version, and I'll be right back. Alright, and here it is, the sporty version. Whoa, it's got a air dam splitter, whatever you want to call it, hood scoop, body colored panels. We actually felt like painting them because you spent more. It's got some sick wheels. Look at that, very cool. Got NRD graphics, no more pinstriping. It's got no spare tire. It's got a weird spoiler thing, and that's about it. It's got better suspension, it's got better tires, better I said that already. I already said suspension. It's got a 6-speed instead of a 5-speed, and yeah, that's about it. Let's head over to BeamNG. Alright, here we are in BeamNG, and we got the base model right here looking basic and normal, quiet. Even though it does that, that's pretty cool. My stock vehicle did that. I'll be doing that all day until it blew up, because I'll be like, hey dude, watch this. I'm that guy. We're not going to drive this one yet. I have to go back in automation and make it actually 4-wheel drive. I forgot to do that. Oops. And then this one's great. It's just really loud. And we're taking this one to the track. It's like, this one's really loud. So let's get this one moving a little bit. Let's drive this one around. Look, see how quiet it is comparably? And honestly, if you're only having like 80 horsepower, this thing, it actually gets going pretty good. See? Look at that. And now we're up to normal speeds. For some reason, the automation cars have been doing the synchronizer damage thing, no matter how I drive them. So I'm just gonna ignore that. I can shift. I know how to shift. I know what I'm doing. See, now I'm gonna floor it. Let's see what our top speed is. Okay. There's highway speeds. We're about to hit California highway speeds. There we go. There's 90. Can we hit 100? That's faster than it said we could go. 96, 97. Come on. 98, 99. Alright, cool. Cool. We're doing over 100. Faster than my Ranger could go. I guess 107 is our top speed there, going downhill. Oh, I didn't die. Cool. That's always a good thing. Let's take it up the hill a little bit. Let's go into the enhanced driver mode camera. I'm flooring it completely. Foot to the floor. I'm gonna try not to touch the mustard. Nice. Actually, these cars actually handle pretty good. Oop. No one saw that. Oh, this is all out of whack. Could've been worse. Just a little bit of understeer. I mean a lot. As I was just saying how good it handles. That was more of a skill issue on my part. Alright, I'm satisfied. I'm gonna have to go back into automation, go make the off-road one, go turn the off-road one actually four-wheel drive. Sniffly, my bad. And alright, I'll go make the off-road one actually four-wheel drive. Then we'll drive that around a little bit. Then we're gonna go take the fast one to the track, and that'll be it. Alright, and here we are out in the desert. Let's put it in the four-wheel drive, lock our differentials. This route here gets a little rocky in a second. So we're gonna see how this can actually do, and it seems that we are bottoming out on everything immediately. Very nice. Definitely some bad suspension tuning here, and this also is just a smaller off-roader, so I guess that makes sense. It's also really light, so I guess we're being bounced around, and suspension seems a little too soft. Other than that, it seems to be doing okay. Yeah, up there, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Looks like we're gonna need to hit it with some speed. No? Okay, more speed. That's how I fix all my problems. Yeah, speed. And look, oh, ooh. I wanted to go a little bit more to the right, but that was a little too far. Maybe low range. Maybe low range is the... Oh, we don't have it. Okay, that's could be an issue. Oops. Maybe this thing doesn't have enough power. Oh, whoa, hello. Okay, I guess I offended it by saying that. Nice. And it's like, hey man, I don't need low range, and I definitely have enough power for you, bruh. Offended the vehicle. My bad, bro. I didn't mean all that. Sorry about that. That was a little bit of a clonk right there. Oh yeah, we're just sailing through this now. It's the power of those lights on the roof. Ouch. That probably wasn't good. Yeah, just redline it. That's how you do it. Yeah, over that. Bounce over this. Don't hit those. Bounce over that. The skid plate's doing a lot of work right now. Ow. Oof, 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 ow. Alright, that's good enough. I'm impressed. Needs to be a little bit higher up, I guess. But realistically, this car wouldn't be doing anything like that in real life. It's going to the mall. And okay, here we are at the racetrack. Let's see what we can do. Alright. This thing does drive pretty good, but I left the brakes relatively stock, and it is front-wheel drive open diff. I might have hit that cone. Not really sure. Alright, let's get the power on. Alright, start braking. Oh, the brakes are actually way better than I thought. Alright, oop. Oh, hello. Understeer, open diff moment. Get out of the grass. Oh, that was bad. Might have to try this again. Also, don't have the replay going. That's bad. Oops. Alright, on the brakes at the 100. Oh, that was nice. Nice. Whoa. A little bit of weird oversteer right there. Okay. Around the last corner. and a 138. Wait, 2 laps? I was about to say 137.7. That's actually not that bad. Alright, until next time, I'm VENZ, and I will see you, ouch, I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Also, fun fact, my most subscribed subscriber is VENZ, and I used to be a really big Counter-Strike player, so, oh my god, that's so cool, bro. It actually is really cool. Hell yeah. I forgot, I dropped the car from the sky. It's been a long time, bro. I've been all over the place. No time for the YouTube shit, man. I'm so sniffly right now. I've been petting the cat. I'm allergic to cats. Oh, a pancake. Still running. Hell yeah.